Hey, what's up, you guys? It's WD3, and this is your Hill Report Daily Marketing Tip. Very, very excited to get back out here on a Tuesday morning, back getting the paper out. Um, we're out here on the west side of Palmdale, very happy to serve the people. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today is be the greatest servant. Be the thing that you want to be in your future. Consider yourself always as a servant. There's a scripture where Christ talks about settles a dispute amongst the disciples, and they're like, who's going to be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Christ told them that the greatest servant is the greatest amongst you. Who does the work for the people? In your cases as business owners, who serves the customers the best? Look at some of your greatest businesses out there. You got your Chick-fil-A's, your In-N-Outs, your Starbucks. One of the greatest features about those businesses is the fact that they have excellent customer service. Excellent customer service. We definitely want to make sure that when you get uh, partnered up with the Hill Report, when you become a recipient of the Hill Report on your front porch, we want this thing to represent service. We have uh, job programs that are in the form of flyers in here. We have businesses that I have identified and talked to the owners, and I know the owners, partner with them, and know that they provide excellent customer service. Be the greatest servant. Um, Definitely don't allow yourself to be overtaken with the pride of your position. Don't allow yourself to be labeled as I'm the boss. Um, don't allow yourself to be labeled as I rule over you or I'm the man around here. That's all pride. Pride comes before destruction, pride comes before a fall. Uh, One of the seven things that God hates is a proud look. Be a humble servant. Sometimes you may have to do spiritual exercises such as fasting. I know a lot of you guys, we're not talking about any type of religion here. We're talking about spiritual things, things that feed the spirit, things that convey your spirit in good energy. I was looking at something the other day on the internet, and it talked about how your vibration comes out through your heart. Your heart emits an electromagnetic vibration, which many people can feel, many people can discern. When people are in your presence, they can tell if you are dealing in the spirit of humility or if you're dealing in the spirit of pride. Um, as a business owner, you are the purest form of a servant. We get out here every day, 5 days a week, and we're on foot getting these out to everyone on their front porch, walking the neighborhoods, shaking hands with the people who are outside, greeting them with a smile. A lot of them probably are like, "Who's this guy throwing around this paper?" Well, I'm a servant, just like my business owners that are in partnered in the paper. They're servants, just like the American Job Center. They're servants, servants of the people, making sure that the community has the information that it needs in order to solve its problems. Now, it's kind of troubling to even think that the disciples of Christ, uh, the most humble man to walk the earth, I mean, if he's doing all these miracles, if he's walking on water, turning water into wine, healing the sick, he could just he could have just healed all his army and healed all his people and his allies and made them healthy and strong enough and miraculously just took over the world right then. But through humility and through kindness and through goodness and through mercy and charity, he was able to set an example so that um, we can make a choice through his example to be a servant, to be humble, to let people make their own choices, right? Let folks make their own choices. But when they look at you, if they emulate you, what type of choice would they make? Would they choose the route of humility or will they choose the route of pride? When is the last time you prayed? When is the last time you fasted? When is the last time you showed charity? When is the last time you went out of your way to help others? Um, we wrote a story in our special edition here, if you can kind of see it was about Shohei Otani. This man's life is about to become a lot more complicated. He signed a 10-year, $700 million deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He was with the Angels. I feel for him. You may say, hey, you're just a poor guy. How can you feel for this guy who just signed the richest contract in sports history? Well, I remember Biggie Small said, more money, more problems. Um, it's not necessarily, if you're not rooted and grounded as a person, it's not the best thing in the world to have unlimited access to the world. I pray for uh, Mr. Otani. I hope that he uses his money to help himself, help his people, show charity. I hope he plays just as hard. The guy is probably one of the best players I've ever seen outside of Barry Bonds. Two-way player, pitches 100 miles an hour. He hurt his arm, so he probably won't be pitching for a while. He's the premier power hitter in the league. So we sent him a shout out in our special edition in the paper. Um, our second story is about how small businesses are struggling. These are the servants of your community. These are businesses where you can actually talk to the owner and get your needs met. At the big corporations, you'll probably never see the owner. The owner is probably never connected to the people. He's only connected to politicians. He's only connected to dignitaries. He's probably on vacation half the time, not worried about the people. But the people who are in the Hill Report, the people who we wrote about on our small businesses page, I'll actually see if I can get one out for you guys. Bear with me. But we wrote about Shohei Otani and we wrote about the small businesses struggling. But I don't want this video to go too long. Check out the Hill Report. This is WD3 on this great day with your daily marketing tip. And guys, let's go get some sales.